Good news for us. Sheila, how are you? How are you, Sheila? All right. Sherry Jones, where are you watching from? Do you know how we do it? Please hit like Kaka Sams. How are you, Kaka Sams? Are you tapping for me? Thank you for tapping. Sherry Jones, you know how to do that? How are you, Sherry? Amani, karibu sana. Thank you guys. When you come, please click the button for me. Hit the like to let guys know we have arrived. I'll appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the hitting the like. Kate Kamau, thank you for doing that. Nana, how are you? Today I have a wonderful news for you. Wonderful discussion for you. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you for hitting the like. Wow. I appreciate that. Facebook. Let me see my Facebook people. Mary just come. How are you? Zainab Said. Amani Ariana. Wow. Thank you guys for hitting the like. Thank you for sharing it. Mary, I see you. Bossy, how are you? Sam, most welcome, my brother. Kim Senator, how are you? Most welcome, my brother. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for hitting the like several times. Angeline Kadure, how are you, Angeline? As you hit the like, I appreciate that. Unispa, thank you for that. Instagram, keep talking. Thank you for hitting the like, guys. Letting guys know we are here. We already have 50%. Patricia, how are you? Your teachings have shaped up my life. Thank you, Spencer. Hello, Nyokabe, how are you? Patricia Kyoko, you're there? Kian, good morning. Thank you. Morning. Good morning from South Africa. This is Elizabeth Stilo on Facebook. Thank you, Elizabeth. Sherry, how are you? Thank you for the like. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the live. Good morning. How are you, Shama? Good morning, Jano. How are you? Thank you for your inspiration. Want to be blessed. Lindsay, thank you. Good morning from Germany. The Living Claire. Good morning. I'm happy to be here. Do we ask relationship advice? Yes, we do. Happy to be here. I need counseling sessions. Telo, just inbox me on Facebook. We are going to talk. Tuned in from Kiambu, Jen Paul Gakuya. I'm in Manchester. Kia, yes, Manchester. Most welcome. I got married after following you. Congratulations, Luna Vibe. Good morning. I'm happy to see you. The person there got married. Got married after following us. Got good advice. Very good. Thank you. All right. Pretty Sheila. Pretty Stella on Facebook. General is saying from your advice, now I'm looking for wife. Kia, you're saying I post my marriage after following you. Oh. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for following. Thank you for hitting the like. Today I want to tell you a frequently asked question. After we discussed narcissists, people asking how do we detect narcissists on time? How can we detect these animals called narcissists who may capture your life and turn your existence into a living hell? How can we detect them? People who love bomb us, they come with a lot of affection when you are in a dry spell or just alone or you're trying to mind your business. Live from Muranga University, Shama, most welcome. How can you detect this woman who may just enter your life and you will never live normally again? How can you trace this man who may enter your life and that is the last time you ever know peace? After that is mental torture. How can we detect narcissists who creep in on us unannounced and they become the worst thing to ever happen in our lives? But they come in the name of love and romance. We even think we have found a catch. We even think we are lucky. We even shut out the world lest they spoil what we found. I want to tell you 3 ways to stay out of narcissists. 3 ways to avoid this animal, the terrible people called narcissists, because they don't carry a label on their face written narcissist. They look normal like me and you. Remember that. Narcissists don't carry a label. They look ordinary like me and you. The first sign is to never date before you're ready for marriage. To never date when you're not shopping for marriage. This is a simple rule. When you're not shopping for a house, you should not book a house. Dating is like booking. You don't book a house when you're not ready to buy houses. Why? At that time, your mind is not there. You have not investigated the options that exist about houses, the current technology. If you are not ready to buy a house now, the time you will be ready, you may need a house of different specifications, different location. You may be in a different place mentally and in your life. You don't book a house 5 years before you are ready to buy a house. For the simple reason that you are growing and you don't have enough information yet about the market and your own need. That is the foolishness of booking a wife and a husband 5 years before you're ready for marriage. You don't know who you will be by that time. You don't know where you'll be, and you have not researched about the dynamics and vocabulary of wife and husband. Many people marry wrong because they book before they are ready to buy. When you book before you're ready to buy, the interval between booking and buying, you transform, but you're already invested. You grow, but you're already invested. You also don't know the dynamics of conmanship and the games people play in that industry because you've not yet done the research. You just booked this thing because you liked it and you met it on the way. I want you to understand this simple rule. Narcissists creep into your life at a time you're not alert. When you're not buying something, you're not alert. When you're not buying cars, you're not alert. When you're not buying houses, you're not alert. If you book a house at a time and you're not ready to buy a house, you're not alert about the games that are played there. You have not researched about the current con game that is going on. You book, you commit, but you have not yet learned what is going on in the land industry. Listen to me. Long-term relationships are the quickest way to marry a narcissist because you don't examine them closely in the light of a wife, in the light of a husband. You don't examine them closely in the light of what you will need for long-term. And this relationships are about pleasure and love and feelings. People get into feelings because they are relationship because they have feelings toward each other. Anybody can have feelings. Bad, toxic people creep into our lives because we admit carelessly. We start engaging carelessly. We start engaging carelessly because it's not the time to commit. We think commitment is far ahead. I have time to learn this person. But you don't learn them. You get hooked. You get committed. You get engaged. You get invested. All right? The moment you start sleeping or dating, booking before you are ready to settle is the quickest way to marry a narcissist. Listen to me correctly. Listen to me well. Before you are ready to buy a car, you don't book a car just because you saw it. It's very unwise. You commit yourself to buy a car, and it's several years away from being ready to buy a car. You wait so that you can buy using the budget you'll be having that time and the life that you'll be living that time. All right. Second rule, that you should only book when you are ready to buy so that you can examine it in light of knowledge, in light of the current game in the market, with understanding. The second rule is that you date to the procedure. You date to the procedure and precision. If you mix the process because you love each other, you start paying things for her, you start paying her bills, start spending at his house, you start paying for her salon, you start spending at his house. The moment during interview you start intimacy instead of interview, you get hooked by a narcissist very fast. They make you pregnant. They say you made them pregnant. They move into your house. They start customary marriage even without anything. You get the moment you stagger carelessly, instead of interview, you do intimacy. You will be hooked. To take self-control, to find a person you love. They also love you, but you take the time to evolve and take process and procedure all the way to marriage. All right? It takes self-control. Date with the procedure. Respect process. Keep the right things for the right time. You will be tempted. But narcissists want to bribe you. If you date using process, you do premarital counseling, you visit home, this person gets to be seen by your friends and family, they get to see their expressions, their energy, their body language. The people you use when you're not yet bribed, they help you to open your eyes. A woman who is playing games and she just wants to corner you cannot accept that process. She'll rush you to intimacy so that she can isolate you from your voices of reason. She'll rush you to sex. He will rush you to sex to isolate you from voices of reason. They know the moment they invested emotionally, you're very easy to confuse. Nancy, you're asking where I went after Citizen. I'm on NTV every Wednesday after news, after 9 p.m. news. The show is called Elevate, one of the biggest shows you can ever watch. All right? If you are looking to heal, there are 2 books here. Before I tell you the third point of how to avoid narcissists. Get Healing Your Inner Self to Commence Your Best Life and Dealing with Toxic Relationships. These 2 books will help you greatly to heal from any abuse you have gone through that may have confused you and disorganized your life. Healing Your Inner Self to Commence Your Best Life and Dealing with Toxic Relationships. They're just 1,000 each. And if you click benjaminzuluglobal.com, you can buy their soft copy and hard copy. If you are dating and how to avoid being trapped, yes, Jerry Kibushi, you say you have seen that show, Elevate, NTV, 9:30 p.m. every Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you, Winnie. You say I came to your school, motivated you 2017, 2018. Thank you. Dating Right, Lasting Love, and Before You Say I Do. These are the books. I once raised someone kids after 4 years. I was left alone and went back to ex-hubby. What? All right. All right, General. Sorry about that. Don't raise people's children. Before You Say I Do, Dating Right, and Lasting Love. It will give you all the insight you need on dating right and how to avoid these toxic, cunning people. In your money life, organizing your money life, get Millionaire Moves, get Mastery, the Psychology of Personal Success. These 2, they're just 2,000 each. Click benjaminzuluglobal.com, you get them there. And then we have The Young Visionary and Dreams Before Dating. These 2 will help you greatly in your growth. Okay, the third point of how to avoid getting married to a narcissist is that the moment your intuition begins to warn you, slow down and listen. Your intuition can start warning you just a few days to commitment, a few days to Rorasho, a few days to wedding. Somebody can say a few words. Somebody can say something that is out of the norm. One day, you will see my true self, for example. Somebody just texts you. You don't know me. You think you know me. They say that, for example. Or they get so angry inside the mall, they cause a scene. They lose their sanity. Don't continue to get married. That's a narcissistic rage. Or you discover something and say, I didn't want you to leave me, that's why I did not tell you. They are already hiding things to corner you. You may discover things that disturb you, though they are not that loud and things already have momentum. The moment your intuition warns you, slow down and listen. Most people marry narcissists saw something, they ignore it. They saw something, they say it's too late to stop. They saw something and they continued. The moment your intuition warns you, slow down and listen. That's that rule. What have we said today? Today we have said the narcissist, the person who tries to corner you and waste your life and complicate you to death, will enter your life when you date before you are ready for commitment, because you don't evaluate them closely. You do long distance, you meet from while to while, you hide under religion, you don't even investigate them like a wife or like a husband. It's just a girlfriend, boyfriend, very casual thing, and you create emotional attachment and investment outside any serious investigation because you are close, there is proximity, you're interacting, you like them, they have all this you like. You get sucked in before you know it. Relationships are the worst way to date to start life. Don't put that kind of careless foundation. Not when you've had the truth for me. Take time and grow. And when you're ready to marry, go date with precision, point number 2, and process. You want marriage, and you obey process. You don't sleep with people before marriage, so that their true character can be seen. Through premarital counseling, during visits at home, during your friends, you can see a lot of body language. Number 3, when your intuition warns you over small things. For example, a text came and they turned their phone away, okay? Or their phone's always shut down, looking down, or when you already exclusive. Or They disappear at some weekend and they come back acting like it was nothing, phones just went off. Anything that leaves you alarmed, slow down and investigate. Postpone everything. If you are dealing with your career, do millionaire moves and mastery. Get these 2 books. This idiot say we marry even at 18. Never come to my space again. Never marry at 18 or under 25. And if you think that is the kind of nonsense you live for, don't come to my space. All right, okay. Hold on, guys. I replied to something here. One of you here. All right. Perfect. Let me pick a question. Please advise my exes keep coming back and lost because you take them back. I got married at 30 and my reason is greater. Perfect. If you think you can get married when you're so young, I don't want to talk to you. Continue wasting your life. I don't want to deal with you. You should grow. I know the disaster of marrying before you know who you are and you know the world. Sir, what do you say about a girl who always doesn't want to meet your parents? Stop meeting her. She doesn't want commitment. Thank you. Stop meeting her. What of a lady 27 versus man 38? Yes, there's a generational gap. The moment is more than 10 years. Be very careful. We are not saying it's not possible. Now, watch out whether you can think together, whether you are a man-woman dynamic or is a father-daughter dynamic, okay? Sorry, please watch out. Watch out, guys, for flu. It's a lot out there in this part of the world. What do you say about those guys who say, let things flow when you ask them important questions? Because they're using your body and your resources. Stop sleeping people giving money. They tell you, when they tell you, let's see where this goes. This is not a road trip. They have no goal. They just want to use you. You're good enough. You're available. You're not valuable, but you're available. They don't value you, but you're loose enough and cheap enough to give your money and your body. You're the stupid one. If you're in a relationship, somebody saying, let's take things slow, we'll cross and get there. What did you come there for? But even you don't respect yourself. And you're still with such a person. You cheap thing, giving your money to such a person. You should be used. You are the idiot. Let them exploit you until you learn. You are so foolish, you learn after being exploited. Continue paying school fees. You can't buy books about dating. You can't use 3,000 and get lasting love, dating. We try to write, come every week, talk to you. You can't hear. Just giving your essence and your time to a person who says, don't rush me, don't rush me, let me continue using you, continue giving money, pay my rent, continue giving me free accommodation, we'll see where it goes. You are such a cheap thing, you should be used. I encourage them to exploit you until you wake up. You're a slow learner. You need to be exploited and woken up by school of hard knocks. You can't listen to teachers. Go be taught by robbers. This life is ruthless. Don't want to hear that nonsense. What do you do with a man who says, we're a woman who doesn't want to meet your parents? Continue being exploited. You're that foolish. You're the idiot of this life and you need to be exploited. You can't. By the way, survival of the fittest is still going on. You won't survive. You're too unfit and foolish and cheap. Can't make it. Let them finish you quickly and reduce the idiots in the market. What do you do with a man who says, we shall see what... You're still sleeping with him. Still sending money there. Foolish. Be finished. What kind of nonsense is that? Don't value yourself. You can't even attend classes. Can't buy books. What else? If you want to give the money to teachers, go give it to thieves. Somebody must eat your money. Choose. The cost of knowledge or the cost of ignorance. Don't want to hear that nonsense. Go get finished. Let me get another question. Who has another question? Gideon, yes, you are saying we should tell them the truth. People don't want to learn about the right way to find a long-lasting relationship marriage. They just move from kuoga na kurudi soko. One relationship, they go to another one. And they call it body count. But they never marry anybody who's talking about body count. Never marry anybody who's talking like that. That's not the language of self-respecting people. It's not. Never marry anyone talking such filth as body count. No. How can I be responsible to a boyfriend? Be a wife. Boyfriend is not in the Bible. Girlfriend is not in the Bible. Be a wife. Date for marriage. Stop looking for Mercedes rides, giving rides in a Mercedes. You'll get worn out without being bought. Mercedes does not sell rides, sells the cars. Stop selling time, calling it boyfriend, girlfriend. Avoid that title. Avoid it. Date for marriage. 28 man, 27 woman, is it a good age for marriage? No problem, if you're mature, you know what you're doing. What about men with baby mamas? I've never heard you talk of it. When people have children, you decide whether the games going on in their life are tolerable to you. It's a personal decision. When people have children, they have babies. Stop calling it baby mamas. They have babies. Can we use the right language, guys? Can we use the right language? What the man has is not baby mamas. They are not his. What he has there, what has his DNA, is what? The children. Think that way. Then the children come now with the other co-parents, with the other dynamics. The woman does not have baby daddies. She has babies. Think that way. Think clearly. Talk plainly to help you make better decisions. All right? Yeah. How do I date? After first date, what next? Read these 3 books. Read this dating set. I want to make things right. I failed terribly. Which book can you recommend to me? These 3 carry. Dating Right, Lasting Love, and Before You Say You Do. Click benjaminzuluglobal.com. They will help you find them there. I have 2 kids. How will I know a man is serious? And should he help my kids? Get these books, please. This set to help you. And also Heal, please. Why do I keep getting good men but married? Nyota sina. Stop calling married men good men. Somebody has worked on them. Your language is stupid. Can you call somebody's married man a good man? Somebody worked on him. Somebody is feeding him. Somebody is praying him up. Somebody is organizing him. Even you are a thief. What language are you? You're calling somebody's house, oh, that's a beautiful house, but I wish I could buy it. It's occupied. Say you don't meet single men. Can you use the right language? You have the language of a thief. Good men. Calling people's husbands good men. You thief. Change your language. People's husbands, good men. Advise me about these ladies who say they don't want dating only. Direct marriage. Not direct marriage. We get to know each other. You don't be rushed. The goal is marriage. But you get to know each other. Healing your inner self to commence your best life. And toxic relationships. Can you heal, guys? The 9 books are found on benjaminzuluglobal.com. Extrovert can marry an introvert. Yes, they do every day. Can a divorced person be serious with you in a relationship to marriage? Read the 3 books. I have detailed about how marrying a person who is a second timer. Why do I get a man under my age? What can I do, please? I understand. You could just be youthful and warm. That is not a bad sign. You attract them, but don't entertain them. Attracting is not a problem. Problem is entertaining. I need the 3 books. Can you ship them to me? I'm in Melbourne. Yes, we are going to do it. Eyes of a Tiger. We do that very quickly. We ship that every week. Inbox me. We are going to send them to you. I've just learned the current man I'm seeing is interrogating my friends about me. Why would he so? Ask him. Find out. And also the kind of interrogation, what is it? It's also disrespectful. Find out whether it was in good faith or they're just a controller and stalker. Find out the real details. Okay, the person in Melbourne inbox, divorced as long as, okay, as long as the wife is alive, very risky. I'm a victim. Wow. It's so difficult to date at the top. Where do we get the good man? DK, no problem. Just inbox, I have details. I have a coaching package for people who are busy. When you're busy, I coach you how to date intelligently using the time you have and the busy schedule you have. All right. Guys, I love you so much. And I would like to see you. Yes, we ship to Ghana. We ship to Ghana, my friend here. We're going to talk to you shortly. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you next time.